Appreciate that live report.
And of course, New York City, New York, not the only place where this rain is causing lots of problems. New Jersey being hit hard as well. The governor this morning telling people that if you don't have to be out on the roads, don't. Crystal Cranmore is in Hoboken for us, a city that certainly is no stranger to flooding. Crystal?
Good afternoon. Yeah, the mayor, of course, declaring an emergency here in the city of Hoboken. Now, during my commute here, I saw cars stranded in the road, timidly trying to go through flooded waters. The advice, of course, is always turn around. Jackson Observer was especially bad with at least 2 cars stranded. It appeared on my way here that help was on the way. But this is what you're looking at, 2nd and Grand Streets, where you can get a sense of just how bad the flooding is. But guys, this is not even the worst of it. Just take a look at some video throughout the area. We're seeing as much as a foot of water in some areas. The southwest quadrant of Hoboken is of most concern, from 3rd Street South and from Willow Avenue West. Officials say if you cannot see the roadway, do not drive down the street. You're putting yourself in unnecessary danger. Now, high tide is just after 9 o'clock tonight, so city leaders are expecting more problems tonight. This according to Hoboken public safety officials. The Office of Emergency Management tweeting out to avoid southern routes in and out of the city. Only Jersey Avenue is open due to flooding. Use northern routes. Governor Murphy also just speaking moments ago and providing an update on the state of the storm. Take a listen.
We're in the middle of a really bad storm. It's taken a little bit of a break. It started last night, but the worst is yet to come. 14 counties, including Essex, are on flood watch. 11 counties have a coastal flood warning. There's overlap between those two groups. 1 to 3 inches at a minimum. Could be as much as 6 to 8 inches. About 1,500 power outages, which is a good level at the moment. But folks, if you don't have to go out, please don't go out, particularly later on today.
Now, again, back here live, again, you're looking at 2nd and Grand Streets, where you can see road closures are causing significant delays for commuters. Stevens Institute of Technology put out a tweet saying that they will be operating remotely for the rest of the day. So, of course, the storm impacting services and education in our communities. In the next town over, Jersey City, several road closures, as I mentioned before. Marin Boulevard, which, again, is a major thoroughfare, and Grove Streets near 18th are closed. And to make matters worse, there's also a water main break near Montgomery and Grove Street. So officials certainly have their work cut out for them. But that is the very latest here in Hoboken. Crystal Cranmore, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Crystal. Did I hear just say there's also a water main break right now?
Injury to insult.
Oh, my goodness.
Insult to injury?
Exactly. Well, we're going to stay in Hoboken. Ken Ferranti, Hoboken Public Safety Director, thank you for making time. We know you got your hands full right now. It's a very busy day for you. Let's begin with, was there any rescues needed? Anybody hurt so far in this event?
No injuries. That's always our priority. That's why we were prepping through the night last night in meetings. No injuries. We had 2 rescues that our fire department had to do. They've been on 21 calls of pumping out basements so far. We have seen some receding of waters on Willow, Clinton, and Grand, where your team is right now, but don't get the false sense of security. We're going to a low tide at 3:21, which will help with school dismissal, people leaving from work. But we have a high tide tonight at 9:11 p.m. with sustained rains. We're expecting more problems later, and that's why we did our state of emergency, so that our OEM coordinator and our mayor can make any decisions as far as if we need to close roadways, if we need to do travel bans, needed to make some orders on businesses. I get concerned that people are going to come into Hoboken thinking, it's Friday night, let's hang out. This little lull right now, please don't get fooled by it.
So, look, obviously you guys have gone through this before. You state of emergency, you're telling people to stay off the road, stay home. What else can you do in terms of moving your crews around to be in a position to, to take care of any emergency that may arise? And is there any way to get rid of some of this water, or are you just at the mercy of Mother Nature and you got to let it drain off naturally?
We are much better than what we were in the past because of 2 things. We have 3 flood pumps that Hoboken and North Hudson Sewerage had put into place together. That gets the water off the street much faster than we used to have. That's why we're seeing receding in some of our central parts of our town right now. We also have 3 resiliency parks that holds 3 million gallons of water. Those 3 million gallons of water would be on our streets on our western half right now. So that is mitigating. It's not eliminating the flooding, but it's definitely mitigating it. And when these rains finally stop tomorrow morning, it'll recede much faster than it has in the past.
Because it's got somewhere to go.
Yes.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the schools right now? What's the state of schools and getting kids home?
Yes, I spoke to Dr. Johnson, our school superintendent. Fortunately, because we have that low tide at 3:21 p.m., which is going to be a best case scenario for children getting picked up or going home, we did not want students coming out on the street right now while we still have waters covering our streets and sidewalks. We did not want parents coming to pick them up. So she made the decision, which I support, which is to keep the schools open till regular dismissal at 2:30 and 3 p.m. And that's probably going to be the safest time of the day to travel. We see, as we have that high tide tonight and more rains later on, we see that area from 7 p.m. through 9 going to be troublesome again later tonight.
Well, we appreciate it, Ken Ferrandi with Hoboken. Wishing you all the best, and we'll check in with you later throughout our newscast.
Thank you very much. Have a safe day.
Thank you very much. We are going to turn to our NJ Burkett, who is in Seabright, New Jersey. They've got their share of issues there as well. NJ?
Yeah, well, the Jersey Shore is being hammered with